Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Products and services are the base of business. Let me say that again. Products and services. One of the things is sometimes people make things too complicated, or they thinking like this, and they'll think about the products and services, but they'll say, well, do this, do that, and everything. But just think about it, keep it basic. If you in a business, you just need either a product to sell or a service to provide. And if you have a good product and you have a good service, you're going to make money. Now, are you going to be a millionaire with it? Yeah, depends on the service, depends on your marketing and everything. But whether it's a product or whether it's a service, it needs to be a good product. Like, I'm going to tell you what, the best products to sell are products like personal care products or something that people always need. And I talked about that before. Personal care products are very recession resistant. People going to still buy it. It's not going to something that people don't use regularly. Like, now I understand if you don't have like a personal care product or normally recession resistant product. I understand, there's no shame in that because your calling might be someplace else. But I'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about the basics. Soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, stuff like that. Any product that people are going to come back for. In fact, food products. That's why I would tell you what, I've known several people who started like catering services, even restaurants, especially in the area. And like over the years too, they make money because once somebody's had their food, I'd say somebody eat at a particular restaurant or get a food product. 80 to 90% of the time, they'll come back as long as the product is good. See, that's the key to anything, products or services. It just has to be good. So if it's something that people are going to have to get again, okay, they're always going to eat food. Like it could be cupcakes or something, or it could be cakes or something like that. People are always going to come back because they're like, damn, I want that again. Seriously. It just has to be good. It just has to be good. And if your business is some type of, it could be a food product, personal care product, it could be anything. You could sell bikes. Now, you ain't gonna get the same sticky with that, where they're gonna come back like every week or every month, of course. But that's when you get into having a good product. If you have a good product and good marketing, like say you sell bikes and you have the thing with the marketing is plenty of people ride bikes. And there's always people always going to want a new one. So at the price that you sell the bike at, having a good reputation for selling good bikes and also good customer service when people come to buy it, then you can keep going. But it's still that product thing. It's still the product thing. So that's the thing. You want to have the good product. And see, if you sell it, you have great marketing. I don't say great marketing. If you have good marketing, good. But if you have great marketing, even better. Letting people know that it's there and your products have a good reputation for being sturdy. See, that's something else. You can't just have any product. Don't have some what in the retail industry we had called tchotchke gifts. Like, they sell them every Christmas. Got this cheap old stuff. Have something that's good. Even if it's something that people might buy just once, once every few years. Make sure it's good. Make sure it has good service, whatever it is. But it's still at the base. And then services. The thing with services is you got to provide a great service. Your business could be as a plumber. Okay. You need to provide it so they don't need to call you back right away. But stuff is always going to be stocked up and all of that. They might need a new toilet and something like that. Okay, whatever you do, provide great service. And then the beauty of that is when they need something else, not only will they call you, but when one of their friends need something, they're going to recommend it. Shoot, that's with products too. Somebody's using a great product. They say, hey, you know what? You got to try out this soap or something. Or you got to, they sell some great bikes here at great prices. Something like that. But it's still at the base. Always think about it. Now, why do I say all of this? A lot of people think, oh, what type of business should I get in? Well, think about, do you have a product that you can make? That's the first thing. Can you create something? Like, let's use a personal care example. There's a lot of small business people. A lot of them, they're making soaps. They're just making soaps, literally. And that's a sticky, no pun intended, type of product. You're always going to get soaps because they're always going to run out. If you wash your ass, the soap is going to run out, so you're going to need more. In fact, it could be a product like candles. That's one thing I noticed, like at some local stores, they just selling candles. It's like two candle stores in the mall, and they both stay busy because it runs out, but they'll have a good product. That's the thing. And then service. You got to provide great service. You know, think about what kind of service can you provide if you can't create a product. In fact, let me go back to the product thing. If you can't create it, maybe the service you provide is selling those products. Like in my mind, I already have an idea for selling natural products in a store. I already have it. And one of the things I might do, I might just set up something so I can, you know, like I said, set up a business enterprise that's have somebody else basically run the day-to-day operations and everything, so I can like be free to do this. But the thing with that is you're providing a service of selling. That's actually a service. A store that has products from other people. You providing a service not only to the businesses but to the public. That's actually a great thing because a lot of people might have products but they don't know how to sell them. And then it's the same thing with services. You still have to sell the service, but everybody might need something. Everybody, you know, it could be a simple service as cutting grass. You know, there's a lot of young people, they'll start off their entrepreneurial endeavors cutting grass. I remember when I was living in Edgewood, Maryland, had a little small house. And I mentioned him before, this little kid would come by and see if he could cut the grass. I could cut it myself. I respected it, but I said, nah, I cut it myself. Money was tighter then too. But I noticed he was cutting quite a few yards. He was making a couple hundred a day. But he was providing a service. And see, services like that too, those are actually stickies too. Because like that's why you get some lawn care services. I've heard of people starting from scratch and building up $1 million lawn care services because grass always needs to be cut. Shoot, being a barber, you know, a decent barber will always make some money. And if that barber can like get a spot, rent out the chairs, and then get other spots, they can become a millionaire. So it's so much you can do, but just understand those the base. So think about if you want to get into business, what product do you have? Or what service can you provide? Or just think about it, just think in those certain terms. And then it makes it easy to figure out what you can get into. All right? So that's all I have for today. Y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.